Hello class, this is my next lecture on IoT architecture. As I have already defined the basic introduction of IoT, here in this architecture we can see how IoT components are embedded together and they are connected inter-site and local connection. In this figure which you are looking in your left side, you can see there are IoT architecture. In IoT architecture, you can see peripheral hardwares, sensors, actuators and drivers. They are interconnected with embedded system, and that embedded system containing Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Ethernet, Zigbee, ISDL, IPv6 address and connection series. This we will going to discuss, and these are all together interconnected, embedded inside the architecture, and that is locally connected. You can see local connectivity with a local network, that is LAN, WAN and MANET. I will define it each term. Again, that local connection is connected with the web API to the internet. You can see the interconnection is also directly with the internet, and then you see other devices, another IoT devices, they are also connected with the internet. Now, looking in this architecture, we can see the peripheral hardware. You know all the peripheral hardware, they are like we can see their driver are used to drive a small part which are inside IoT device, and then you can see there sensor is for taking, as you know, for taking input from environments, and these all work on artificial intelligence, means to how these sensors are working with the input from external environment. Like that, another device you can see there, actuator, and actuator means they are carrying out action for particular sensor. Now, in this embedded system you can see Wi-Fi, that stand for wireless fidelity, again for internet connection. You can see another Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth is for small range distances. Another term Zigbee stand for short distance communication for internet transfer. Another term ISDL, you can say ISDL means inter-site data link wireless communication protocol used in communication with internet of things. Again you see another term IPv6 address. Now you know there is another one is IPv4, but we are not using IPv4, we are using in IPv6 here, that I will discuss it in point wise. Another thing you see there, that IPv6 is internet protocol version 6, and this is for connection services. See, there are number of things for IoT, and they are all used for storage mechanism. So, these all belongs to connection services. So, you see this embedded system, they have internet interconnectivity and local connectivity, and this local connectivity access to outside local network. You see the term local network, LAN local area network, WN wide area network, and then the term is there MANET. That MANET is stand for mobile ad hoc network, that run for mobile hotspot and tethering services. These are all connected with the web API to the internet. Another device again stand for another device, that can be IoT or any other artificial intellectual device. Now class, I have some basic important point that you can see in your right side, as I have already told you about IoT architecture and the important peripherals like sensor, actuator, drivers, embedded system, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, internet and other devices. You can see also there is, it is connected with the local connectivity which is having a LAN, WAN or MANET. Now here are some important point which we can discuss here. Now see the first point, different devices in these must be uniquely discovered. As we all know, in cloud computing or IoT, you can see lot of devices are connected with it. So every device's need is unique address. So here different devices must have unique discover. They must have they have unique IP address and all. So Now we are discussing the second point. For this unique discovery of devices in a network, they need to have a unique IP address. As we all know that we are using computer, they all are having their unique IP address. So here also when we are connecting it, all the devices related to the IoT, they again are going to have a unique IP address. The third point, as the number of IoT device online is expected to surpass 20 billion mark, and that IPv4, what I was telling, that we are nowadays using IPv6, and now here in this point you can see that IPv4 can only support up to 4 billion, but today's world we can see it is increasing up to 20 billion. For that purpose we are using IoT device essentially have IPv6 addressing scheme, because IPv6 can go for 20 billion and IPv4 up to 4 billion. So we have changed IPv4 to IPv6. Now the next point you can see, all these devices have either fixed or subnet mask IP address of type v6. The last point is, unique IP address mask IoT devices discoverable in the internet as independent tool. This is the most important concept to have in mind to understand IoT. So these were some basic important point related to the IoT architecture. So this is very important to understand how this architecture work, and we will go in detail further in the next lecture which we are using here each term. Thank you class.